In some cities, living in social housing is a stigma. In Vienna, it's an opportunity to enjoy high-quality urban life. Around 60% of the city now lives in some form of subsidized housing, whether through state-supported cooperatives or a unique housing program called Gemeindebau. These municipal buildings offer well-designed, affordable housing that is integrated within the Austrian capital.
At the moment, I pay about 480 euros for 50 square meters. When I look outside of the window, both sides are pretty green. I have not the next wall in front of me, so that's what I really like.
Vienna's Gemeindebau apartment blocks were built out of necessity. But an emphasis on social cohesion, good design and affordability means that they may very well be the world's best public housing, offering an inspiring model for other cities to follow. Gemeindebau is a concept specific to Vienna, born of the chaos and devastation of the First World War. The city's new socialist government was faced with an acute housing shortage. They decided they would create residential blocks with affordable rents and on-site amenities such as kindergartens, laundries and libraries. Funded by raising taxes for the rich, some 64,000 flats were built in the 1920s and 30s, birthing enormous housing complexes such as the iconic Karl-Marx-Hof and Roymannhof. These mega-blocks quickly gained the nickname Volkswohnungspaläste, or People's Apartment Palaces, with imposing architecture and spacious layouts, often including a forecourt. Authorities have continued building Gemeindebau apartments to this day, alongside partly city-funded cooperatives such as the huge Alt-Erla complex accommodating some 10,000 people. Many buildings come with shared spaces used for anything from dance classes to gardening clubs. But it is the avoidance of ghettoization and encouragement of social cohesion that Vienna's politicians are most proud of.
Für uns war ganz wichtig, für die Sozialdemokratie, keine Ghettos zu bilden, sondern den Gemeindebau in ganz Wien zu etablieren. Und was uns auch wichtig ist und war, ist, dass es eben nicht nur Wohnungen sind, sondern auch eine dazugehörige Infrastruktur, also viel Grünflächen, Flächen. Es hat auch Badeanstalten gegeben und so weiter. Das war ein Gesamtkomplex, ein Gesamtkonzept des geförderten Wohnens.
Part of the success of the scheme is down to sheer volume. There are Gemeindebau buildings in every district, even expensive inner-city postcodes. It is also due to who can apply for them. The upper income limit is relatively generous, approximately 47,000 euros a year for one person and 70,000 for two people. Once residents are in, authorities never check on their salaries again.
Hier hat die Stadt Wien aber einen anderen Weg bestritten wie andere große Städte. Bei uns sind die Einkommensgrenzen relativ hoch, weil wir wollen, dass es eine soziale Durchmischung im Gemeindebau gibt. Also wir wollen nicht nur die Ärmsten der Armen im Gemeindebau leben, um hier eben Ghettobildung zu verhindern, sondern wir wollen, dass auch Menschen, die besser verdienen, hier im Gemeindebau leben können und damit eben diese soziale Durchmischung gewährleistet ist. Und dieses Konzept hat sich mittlerweile schon seit 100 Jahren auch tatsächlich bewährt.
Take fashion designer Ida Steixner, who initially couldn't imagine living in public housing.
In the past, I always thought that Gemeindebau apartments are pretty dark and narrow, and it's a depressive feeling living there. But I really changed my mind about it because it's actually not like that at all. I got a really nice light flat, and I also like the people around. I like my neighbors. I like the way we are all living together in this space. I can imagine to live here or in a Gemeindebau for my whole life actually now.
Steixner had been living in her first Gemeindebau apartment in the city's 4th district for 4 months when there was an explosion. A suicidal tenant had tampered with a gas pipe, causing the building to collapse. These photographs show demolition work underway.
I had to move out very quickly, but Wiener Wohnen and the Gemeindebau really helped me a lot to find a new apartment really quickly, and it was a really fast process to get a new home.
Now she has a new apartment, paying around €480 for 50 square meters of light-filled space with greenery, communal facilities and a central location right by the Danube Canal. It's a pleasant spot while she waits for her old apartment to be rebuilt. Vienna spends around €183 million a year on the upkeep of its Gemeindebau stock. Millions more is earmarked for new developments, and 2/3 of all new residential land is set aside for social housing. Vienna's authorities consider affordable housing a basic human right and recognize the importance of protecting the city's impressive achievement that has been more than 100 years in the making.